This week didn't go as planned. My wife was in the hospital, and we're now living out of my brother's house. And life is anything but normal. But you know what? I didn't give up because sometimes progress isn't about perfection. It's about showing up anyway. Hey everyone, welcome back to Trent on Purpose. This is week 7, and I just wanted to touch base with everybody and tell you what has been going on and just kind of give you a recap of my weight loss journey. If you're new here, I am documenting my journey down from 330 plus pounds towards health, healing, and purpose. This past 2 weeks has tested me in ways that I never thought would happen, but they did. But instead of quitting, I leaned in. Last weekend was Labor Day weekend, and we got a new treatment for Elise's cancer, and her body did not take well to it. She had a 102 fever, and she was admitted to the hospital where she was given round after round of antibiotics so that her body can fight off whatever was going on in her system. And it was just really hard to see someone you care about and you love so much struggle and be in pain and deal with the body aches and the fever and all of the hardship that came with a new cancer treatment. And her body was just not responding well. And she does not like being in a hospital any more than anybody does, but she really does not like being locked up in a room. She felt kind of like a prisoner. And it's just really hard to be there for somebody knowing there's nothing you can do. Just have to be there and support her through the mental challenges and battles that she was fighting through. So this last week, we started week 1 of her 5-week radiation plan. Monday through Friday, she's getting radiation that is on top of her cancer treatment to help shrink the tumors in her right chest area. And we'll be doing that for the next 4 weeks. We've already 1 week down, 4 weeks to go. And thankfully, we'll be able to stay with my little brother, Tarek, in his house down in Phoenix so that we don't have to pay thousands of dollars it would have been to stay in the hotels. And we have a space where she can just kind of be and heal because this is taking a lot out of her. The fatigue is incredible with this combination of radiation and her treatment med. So that being said, yes, I'm grateful that we're able to stay there, but this hasn't been easy, right? We're in unfamiliar territory. That being said, that doesn't mean I don't have goals because I obviously still do. I signed up for a 5K to run November 1st. If you would like to support me, I am raising money. It is a cancer walk. It is actually for City of Hope. That is the place that Alyse gets her treatment, and it is an incredible fundraiser, and it's just supporting cancer research, and it helps support the organization that has given us so much. So if you would like to, please feel free to donate. If you can't donate, that's totally fine. I totally get it. If you want to join the walk with us, you can do that virtually. And there's also that way to support us as well. But like I said, I still have goals that I want to achieve, and I have made a promise to myself and to Elise that I'm going to take better care of myself, and that's what I plan on doing. So the last 2 weeks, my workout has been all over the place. I didn't want to leave the hospital or leave her there in the hospital, so I didn't do a whole lot of lifting in the last 2 weeks. I think in the last 2 weeks, I went to the gym maybe 3 times, maybe 4 in the whole 2 weeks. And that's not normal for me. I definitely like to go 3 to 4 times a week, but I really try to lock in on my calories portion of the diet and exercise. I think I only went over my calories one day in the last 2 weeks. I went over one day, and that was just a travel day. It was a very hectic day for Elise and I just made some poor decisions. I only went over by like 100 calories, and I took it out of the next day. So my week of calories, I was still in a deficit, but it was just that one day that I didn't do exactly what I would normally. So if you're ever looking for a protein snack or something to do a sweet treat type thing, these Bear Bells cookies and cream, phenomenal. The chocolate dough tastes like 100 grand candy bar. 10 out of 10, would always recommend that. I'm actually super excited. I got this key lime one. Yeah, it's a little beat up because it's been in my backpack. I literally carry them as a snack for when I need something, I'm craving something and I just need something to eat. I don't want to blow my calories. I carry those around. They're fantastic. I absolutely love the barbells. It's cheating how good they are. I learned it's not about being perfect, right? It's not about perfection. It's about building a system. And for me, that system includes my support group, my friends, my therapist, my wife, my family. Those are the people that I've leaned heavily on in this journey. And I've been thinking a lot about the phrase, don't let perfection be the enemy of progress. For the longest time, I've always wanted to have the perfect gym routine. I've wanted the perfect gym shoes. I wanted to make sure my calories are perfect, make sure my diet's perfect. And I'm never going to reach perfection. It's just not going to happen. And more than likely, if you're waiting for perfect to happen, it's not going to happen either, right? Not every workout's going to be a super workout. Not every time I eat am I going to be hitting my macros perfect. But progress is better than perfection. Something is better than nothing. If I go into the gym and I'm just struggling, and I've had that happen in the last 2 weeks where I got there and nothing felt right. I just couldn't get into the workout. I didn't feel like I wanted to do much of anything, but I was there and I did some exercises. Were they to failure every single time? No. Did I give my complete effort? On a perfect day? No, I did not. However, for that day, I gave it everything I had, and it was better than sitting on the couch. It was better than doing nothing. So don't let perfection be the enemy of progress. Don't let it get in your way. 10 steps is better than 0. And, drinking a glass of water instead of a glass of soda is a win, right? It doesn't have to be huge victories every single day. It's the small ones that add up that will eventually lead us to our ultimate end goal. So let's talk about this next week. I mentioned before, I signed up for a 5K that is in November. It is to support cancer, to raise awareness for cancer. And I started using the app Zombies Run, which is like a couch to 5K kind of program. And I'll tell you what, I did it my very first workout yesterday, and it was kind of fun. As I was walking, the audio cue would go into my headphones and it would tell me, okay, we're going to do some run walk splits, where it would have me walk for a minute, run for 15 seconds, walk for a minute, run for 15 seconds. And it would just cue into my ear. Hey, you're doing great. Time to run. Hey, good job. Walk now. Hey, there's a zombie after you. You better run for 15 seconds. It was just fun, entertaining way to get my workout in. And I truly enjoyed it. And I ended up running almost 2 miles last night, and I didn't hurt. I didn't feel super bad. It was actually a really good workout for me, and I enjoyed the process, which was weird. I've never been one to enjoy cardio like that. And I'm telling you, I bought the Hoka Bondis, and my feet felt great the whole time. It was incredible how much a difference that made. Something that else I'm going to be doing and focusing again on this week is, once we get down to Phoenix, I'm going to the grocery store. That was probably the biggest hurdle I had all last week, was not having food in the house, not cooking for myself normally like I normally would. My lunches and dinners, none of that. It was all takeout or stuff that we had been given. So that's definitely going to be something I focus on this week as well. I did forget to mention that my weight, I started out at 537 pounds in this journey. Ultimately, I started above that because my scale goes to 550 and I arrow coded it. I was over that. But as of this morning, I weighed in at 507.4 pounds. So it's down 5.5 pounds from last week, and I am ecstatic about that. Could not be happier about the progress, especially with the not being perfect on my gym and exercise routine and just being completely thrown for a loop this last week. I want to say thank you for following along with me. If you're a part of this journey at all, if you liked this video, if you comment, if you subscribe, if you watch any of my stuff in any way, I truly do appreciate you. I'm doing this for me, but I'm also hoping that by documenting what I'm doing, I can help others too, especially with this raising money for charity. It's really important to me. My team goal is $1,000, and I'm over the moon with everything that's been happening so far. If you are along on a weight loss journey as well, or if you're struggling with a loved one who's dealing with cancer, if you're the caregiver, what's one small promise you're going to make to yourself this week? Let me know in the comments below and how I can support you, because it's not easy watching somebody you love go through something like this and not really being able to do much. So having this channel and having these goals for myself is how I am taking care of me. And that's very important because I can't pour from an empty cup. And if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, follow along. Let's do this together on purpose, with purpose. And remember, you're not alone and you're worth the effort. I'll see you in the next video.